Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Some porch time, much needed porch time. Been a miserable week. This is my last week with this company. I've been trying to get my truck all situated, taken care of. Tags, insurances. I got all the insurances. I got to get tags on it yet. I got to get my DOT number. I got to do all this stuff. And just miserable 2 days, last 2 days. Started off good. Went down to South Boston, Virginia, and delivered there. Went up and picked up a load that was to be delivered yesterday morning at 3 a.m., which I'm not a fan of. I'll say this now, and I'll probably say it again in a future video. There's a reason truck drivers can't stand dispatchers, and probably vice versa. My delivery in South Boston, Virginia was for Thursday morning at 9 a.m. I got in there and they kept me there for 3.5 hours. That eats up your time on the clock. So then I went 15 minutes up the road to Halifax, Virginia to pick up dog food at a mill. That was another 3.5, 4 hours there. My appointment time, which was 7.5 hours away, was for 3 in the morning at an Aldi's distribution center. By the way, I hate Aldi's distribution centers. I'll get into that. I'm just ranting today. So I said, I'm not going to make this appointment. There's no way. I'm going to run out of time. So I drove as far as I could, thinking he was going to call them to reschedule the appointment. Me not knowing they only do appointments from 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. Me not knowing that. Dispatcher should know that. So I wanted him to reschedule it. He never got back to me. I drove as far as I could on my time. Parked it up just below Harrisonburg, Virginia, on an on-ramp. Because that late at night, you're not getting a parking space at a truck stop or a rest stop. And I had 4.5 hours left to my trip. My clock did not reset until 7 o'clock in the morning. So I headed out, I got up there. We only accept from 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. You're out of luck. You got to come back. So I contacted dispatcher. Now he's all mad. I said, well, they only accept till 4 a.m. They don't accept deliveries after 4 a.m. You should know this. So I had to go find a truck stop, and park. So that's what I did. I parked, and for 12 hours I sat in the back of my truck. Thank God for bunks. Slept a portion of the day, not very good, because I didn't sleep good the night before. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I kept waking up every couple of hours to see if my clock would reset. I hate ELDs. And so I didn't sleep good. So then I took a nap, watched TV, ate some lunch, tried to take a nap, couldn't take a nap. Got up, walked around, little mom and pop truck stop you have to pay to be in. Well, I couldn't leave until my time reset because I wanted to make sure I had enough time to get home, which was a 2.5 hour ride. So I couldn't leave until my clock reset. It's till 7 p.m. So I got up there. My appointment was for 22:55 or 10:55 p.m. That's what my dispatcher rescheduled it for. I get up there at 7 because you can get up there at 5:30 and get in line. Ton of trucks. I'm in line. I get in about 9:30. Go down the road, park in the middle of the parking lot. We'll call you when we're ready. 12 p.m. or midnight, I get a phone call. Pull into this door. I pull in the door. They unload me lickety-split. 34 pallets of dog food. They call me. Hey, you can go park. We'll call you when we're ready. Okay. Now, I knew there were lumper fees. Lumpers are people who unload the truck and then you got to pay a fee. I'm waiting for the text message with the information so I could send this off and to the dispatcher and get the lumper fee paid. 2 hours go by, nothing. 3 hours go by. So we're at like what? 2, 3 in the morning? Walk up to the guard shack. Hey, what's going on? I don't know. We'll give you a call. They're probably still counting it. I said, 2 hours to count all that? I go back. Fall asleep for a little bit again. I wake up at 5. Look at my phone. Nothing. So I walk back up to the guard shack. And I said, Merle's going to get his nails trimmed. So I walked back up. I said to them, what's going on? Guy says, let me see if I have your paperwork. It's not even paperwork. Did you pay your lumper fee? They never sent me anything. I'll send it to you now. Sends me. So I send it off. About an hour goes by. So I call the dispatcher and wake him up. I don't care at this point. I've been inconvenienced. I was supposed to go to my brother's for the weekend, and we're not doing it now because I'm just exhausted. I just want to go to bed. So he pays it. I'm waiting for the phone call to go to the guard shack to pick up my paperwork so I can leave. Get home in a decent hour. At this point, I'm irritated. When I'm tired, yeah, I'm grumpy. So I walk back up there, and I'm giving them all kinds of crap. They don't give a rip. Dispatcher doesn't give a rip. So I said, I want a supervisor on the phone. So they get me a supervisor. What's going on? Well, the dog food portion of it was contaminated. Now we got to check all 34 pallets. I said, 5 hours worth of doing it? Takes you 5 hours to do that? Well, no, because they wanted to get all the other trucks done before they got to checking all the dog food off the pallets in my truck. So I said, you got 30, you told me 30 minutes? You got 30 minutes. I'm out of here. Lumper fee's been paid. I'm out of here. But I need the paperwork so I can get paid. So I get a phone call. Hey, your paperwork's here. I drive up to the gate. Oh, man, bad news. Jeez. He said that I was looking at the wrong paperwork. So I pull out from the gate, turn around and park. Now my clock is started. Because I drove. Short story long, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, so I get my paperwork. After a while, I'm in there. I'm standing here to you. I'm going to be a royal pain in your butts until I get my paperwork. I said, I am not going back to my truck. You get my paperwork. Supervisor comes out to give me my paperwork, and I finally got out of there. Got home a little bit ago. So I was cleaning out my truck so I can lay down. Thought I'd make this video real quick. Trucking industry. There's a lot of BS you got to put up with. Here's the deal. That's the kind of BS you don't have to put up with. That's 12 hours since 7 p.m. last night. 12 hours before I leave. And then I was in the area waiting for 12 hours prior to that. 24 hours stuck. Yeah, that's unacceptable. I have standards, and I don't have to put up with it. I don't need to. And as soon as I get my DOT number, my own authority, I am not going to put up with that. So I'm not going to take anything to Aldi's anymore. No way. I think it's ridiculous. I think you pay these lumpers to do something and they can't do it in a timely fashion. They don't understand. The wheels aren't turning. You ain't making money. And my weekend is shot now. I can't do anything. I wanted to go up to the mountains, which is a 2.5, 3 hour ride to my brother's place. That's not happening. So that's my rant. And it's trucking. It's the way it goes. But I have standards. I hold people to high standards because I hold myself to a very high standard. I give you the best that I can give you of my work, and I expect the best out of people that are working with me. I don't care if it's the receiver, the shipper. I don't care. I expect the best, and I will hold you accountable, and I will say something if I'm not happy. I'm at that stage in life. I don't need to put up with it anymore. So hopefully it's never going to happen again. Hopefully. You can never say never. But yeah. Anyhow, this old dog's tired. I think I'm going to put this down. I'm going to go lay down so I can take my wife out to dinner tonight. Oh, yeah. Keep the shiny side up. That's all you can do. Glass is always half full, never half empty. All right, everybody, have a good weekend.